All right. The way to get to $1,000 a day, this is part one, using the Finch robot, is to get to the point where you're running at least 18 pairs. And the goal of the Finch robot is to keep as many pairs running with open trades as you can. Uh, One of the problems with the Finch robot is when it gets two trades open and it still hasn't won. And later on in a series of advanced videos, I'm going to talk to you about what to do when that happens. But as you start out, what you want to do is you just want to open up one currency pair with zero point zero 0.01 and zero point zero 0.03 and $1.30 as your profit target. And it's small and it's insignificant and it won't let you pay the rent at first. Although it will make, in some cases, 5 or 6% a year, which is not bad. Your goal is to run one pair just like that with a $500 trading account. You can run it with a smaller trading account, but you want to have at least $500 in your trading account for every pair that you're running. Frankly, you want to have as much as you can in your trading account for each pair that's running. Everyone always asks me, what are the best currency pairs to run? Well, you could run most of the currency pairs and any currency pair with the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the US dollar, the euro, the Swiss franc. So you could run the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, or the Australian dollar, US dollar, or the euro Swiss franc, or the euro USD, or the euro Australian dollar, or the euro Canadian dollar, and so forth in all of its combinations. I don't necessarily like to use the Japanese yen pairs. I still find myself doing it occasionally, but most of the problems with trades that are open for a very long time that haven't closed happen with the Japanese yen. And the British pound currency pairs, that's a maybe. I don't really love the British pound and Finch together, so currently I don't run many of those. You can, they should run fine. It's basically just a matter of personal taste. Last of all, before we continue, I just want to give you a warning that backtesting is not necessarily reality. I mean, the danger of backtesting is that you can run a test and everything looks spectacular. And then you say, wow, I'm going to make a lot of money because my backtesting looked great. But then your live trading doesn't look exactly like your backtesting and you get upset. Earlier on in the videos, I said that the Finch had a win percentage of 90% or whatever. But then I showed you the Australian dollar, US dollar, and over the time period that we tested, it looked like it was 73%. Well, frankly, it runs better live than it does in the test. Well, at least that's the case. I mean, that's good news, actually. But the reality is that backtesting doesn't represent exactly what's going to happen in the future. So if you get a backtest that shows you bad results, or you get a backtest that shows you great results, you can't take it to the bank. You can't live off of backtesting. You can't make, it's not real money. The only way, in other words, to get any experience and to get any money out of any of this is to run it on a small account for a long period of time. And here's where I come to the really important message. The best thing that you can do right now, if you're brand new to this, is get a demonstration account and run this in a demonstration account with $20,000 in the demo account and run it on 18 pairs and just run it for a month or 2 months. When we talk about getting to $1,000 a day, which we'll talk about in the next video, the most important step is to run it slowly at first and then just kick it into higher gear later on. But take it slow when you first start. It's definitely worth it. Okay, when we get back, we're going to wrap all this up with a conversation about getting to $1,000 a day.